Hey guys, if you are in the state of Florida, I hope you are safe and taking cover from our Hurricane Irma stressful situation. I am Rybka from Stress Busters, and I just wanted to get on today to kind of update you guys on some things that have been happening. We started this journey probably about 3 months ago in Stress Busters, journeying together to really bust the stress out of life. I came on and did 30 videos, really trying to teach, hey Kathy, trying to teach others how to really handle stress in your life, because stress can be a big factor in illness and unhappiness. So I came on and I did some lessons trying to share some of my journey already in trying to relieve stress. But about a month ago I shared with you that I had a little curveball thrown at me, and I wasn't ready to share, but I wanted to share today because I thought, well, we're under a lot of stress, all of us, with this hurricane, and I want to share what I've learned so far with that situation and something else that was thrown. Hey Stephanie, I'm glad you are safe in South Carolina. So Hurricane Irma, what have I learned so far? I know, right? We need the stress relief, and I don't know if this is any wisdom that will help, but some of the things, hey Nicole, that I think in the hurricane situation is to, one, distract yourself from the news. You know, you kind of get addicted to watch and see where things are, but turn it off for a little bit. Just go to some funny comedy on Netflix while we have electricity still, or download some Netflix flicks on your phone so you have them later when we do lose network. But try to distract for a little while. You know, it doesn't have to be every minute that we hear those updates, and that just adds to the stress. Also try to chunk your preparation. I was totally overwhelmed. My friend Heather came over, and we're bunkering in the laundry room if we have to, and she opens the cabinets and she sees all these glass candles and stuff, and she's like, we got to take those down because if the cabinet's open, they'll hit us on the head. And I'm like, oh my God. And not only the stress in taking that down, but the stress in putting it back up again when it's all over, right? So at first you start to feel overwhelmed from just those little things in preparation, as everyone in Florida knows. But chunk it in little pieces. Don't look at the whole big picture as having to get everything accomplished. Okay, so there's this cabinet. We're going to put it in the plastic bin and we'll move it. Next job. What's next? I'm glad you're good. You're watching a movie, but checking Facebook, and I'm glad you got on, Kathy. And that's exactly right. Distract yourself. Hey, Jennifer. Distract yourself for a little while and chunk the stress in little areas so that you can take a break from them. The preparation is one thing, but we're going to have to clean up when it's all done. So it may look like a massive chaos, and for our people in Florida, in our little Spring Hill, Hernando County, it looks like it's going to reduce to a 1. So we'll have some winds, we might have some cleanup and debris, but thank God we won't have house destruction if your house is pretty well built. So that's a blessing, right? And I'm grateful for that, because I can only handle so much at a time, right? But I wanted to tell you to try to chunk your stress, take a break, and remember to distract from what's going on. You don't need to watch all the news all day long. The other thing I wanted to share was my other stressful situation that's going on right now on the same hurricane weekend. About a month ago I shared that I had something occur that was going to probably shock my world, and it has. And I'm sharing with you guys only because I promised that we would be on a journey together, and I really don't know where it's going to go, but I do want to share along the way what I learned so that maybe it becomes a blessing to other people. I've been struggling with health for many years. I know I've shared with you guys that I have an autoimmune disease that was supposed to take me 2 to 6 years into it, and I've lived 9 years, so got past that, conquered that disease to a degree where I lived a very healthy life with no medications. Well, in the last month, I just had this lingering cough that wouldn't go away, did some tests, and found out that I have lung cancer that has spread to my brain. Now, that definitely knocked the sails out of our life, because for one, we thought we were on the next journey to live the most fantastic 30 years of our lives, because we conquered the whole stress thing, and we learned how to work for ourselves and you know, just, we thought we're on the next piece of, you know, living it up. Well, God had a different plan, or at least he's allowing this plan. I don't really think disease is his plan. I think it's something that he allows to happen, and through that, he can bring amazing things. So just this week, I got diagnosed, and it's pretty grim, and I only have a short period of time to figure out what I'm going to do. I have great, amazing resources, though, and so what I've learned so far is that, one, the emotions up and down. I mean, we had a hurricane party, all good, friends over, having a great time, and then I'm washing dishes, and I just started bawling. Like, okay, in a couple months, will I be washing dishes for my family? That brings on a lot of stress. Trying to share the situation with my closest friends and families personally, and dialoguing, bawling, stress, right? So I've figured through that a couple of things. One, sometimes you have to embrace it. Embrace the stress, hey Patricia, and understand that stress is there, and it will be there, but you can't let it take hold. So I cried, then I moved on. Hey Michelle, hope you're safe. And trying to put in perspective what is really the bigger picture. And I don't know what it is, people. I don't know where a couple months will bring me. But what I know in this moment is that, and the wisdom I want to impart on you, if you have a stressful situation that comes upon you, is you have to, one, move into action so that you don't get prisoned by that awful feeling that comes about and that worry for the future. You have to move into action and do what you can with your own intuitions to do what you think is right for you in that stressful time. And so I'm working through all that. I have an amazing group of friends and family that are supportive and loving and sharing just prayers for wisdom. I'm asking for prayers for wisdom and clarity so I can make quick decisions and do the right decisions. You know, I'm a whole food junkie. I want to share the love of plants with people, you know, simply more plants to stay in prevention from disease. But there's a time when your body just needs more. So I don't know what that more is right now. And I need clarity and wisdom. And in the stressful situation that I'm in right now, I wanted to come on just to say, you have the power within you to get through anything. I love you too, Michelle. Move into action. I'm glad you felt that, Kathy. And it is true. I already consulted with an amazing doctor, have another amazing doctor, another person, and I'm taking all that information and just, I can't process it all right now, but when you're in action, you can't be prisoned by that worry. And so I encourage you guys, even in this hurricane, you know, if you're feeling the overwhelmed feeling of this, something that is just burden, lift it by doing something. Surround yourself with people. We have a family that came to stay with us. Great, beautiful people. Brought their 4 dogs that Bear wants to eat. But surround yourself with people in stressful situations that allow you to distract and also keep you moving forward. And you'll get through it. And then chunk it. So we have a hurricane. So we have a bad situation. Chunk it. Take it one day at a time. And then figure out from there where you're going to go. And I hope this journey, you know, it's not a journey like I'm going to the mountains and enjoying the view. It's going to be tough. It's horrific. And it's a terrible thing. Thank you, Nicole. Welcome, Kim. It's a terrible thing. I'm not trying to make light of it. I mean, they told me if I did nothing, I have a few months. So my time is very, very limited to figure it out. So I'm not saying it's like a journey and I'm so excited to be on it. I'm just telling you that I'm okay with taking what I can out of it, sharing what I can with you, and being hopefully a glimmer of hope for whatever is supposed to come out of it. And if that's all that happens, great, you know? So if you've been stressed this weekend, or you have stressful times in your life, just do the best you can to move into action. chunk it in little pieces so that you can handle little pieces, and build your faith and your hope that God has a plan for whatever will come out at the end, and whatever that plan will be, it'll be what it's supposed to be. So I hope you guys, if you're in Florida right now on the West Coast, that you're staying safe, and if you're feeling stressed, watch a little Netflix comedy. I watched, somebody told me about the show Disjointed, about a cannabis medical facility, and I got a few good laughs out of the first episode, so I just started that yesterday. Young and hungry, it's got a little bit of a cute private chef, which is something I want, comes in and helps take care of this big computer guy, and a lot of great laughs. There's 2 good Netflix series for you guys if you need something to distract you from your worries. Use that time to get distracted and just have a good spirit around you and good people around you. Michelle, I love you. I hope you guys are safe and have a good weekend. I'll be back on. Right? Kathy Bates made me laugh in the first 5 minutes. I just thought that was so funny. And I've only watched 2 episodes, and I think I'm going to turn it back on again. Distract. Stay away from the thoughts. Keep your mind clear and happy. All right, you guys, have a good weekend. Stay safe.